Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this morning for a album review, and this is for a new album review I said I was gonna do this morning. And yeah, I'm just like really tired this morning, so please forgive me if I'm gonna slur my words in this video a bit. This album review is for Evanescence's new album, The Bitter Truth, that I just got done listening to quite a bit of times. Well, what I've known I've listened to, of course. So I'm gonna discuss what I've listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, this is their, I guess, so-called fifth album. Synthesis was, I thought that was a compilation album, but apparently it's not. It's a studio album, and I'm like, it's just remixed songs and all that. And sorry, I had a piece of a Nutri-Grain bar in my mouth. It was bugging me. But yeah, please forgive me on me saying that a bit. uh yeah, this album was pretty good. I really liked it. I know I watched ARTV's review on it, and his review wasn't so bad. So he gave it at least an okay rating. This album, yeah, production wise, didn't do so bad. In my take, I think this is a pretty good album. Artifact the Turn was really good. It was only like less than 2.5 minutes, so you're not in for a very long song. And then Broken Pieces Shine was the next song after that, and I think that did really good. The Game Is Over was one of my favorite singles that they made back in July last year, and it was the second single off the album, but Wasted on You was the first single, and I wasn't that crazy about that song. I don't know, I gave it a decent rating, but I didn't like the production work in that song and how it was produced, and the mixing in the song was just not great. There was a lot of electronic work in the song, and I don't know if I liked it as much when it was leading into the verse of the song for Wasted on You. Feeding the Dark was a very good song. I really enjoyed it. I really liked Yeah Right. Even though I wasn't sure what to think of it first listen when I heard it back in December. But when it first came out, of course. Um, but Yeah Right was a good song. I really enjoyed it. Better Without You is a very awesome song. I really liked it. Uh, it really bangs. It's a banger for sure. Amy Lee's voice in it is pretty good, but I think the there was a few songs where her voice gets really good. I think my favorite ones have got to be Blind Belief, Part of Me, Better Without You, Take Cover, Feeding the Dark, The Game Is Over, and yeah, Far From Heaven was really good too. So it was different, but it was pretty good for what it was. Use My Voice was another least favorite of mine. It went to a political side of the song. This song was talking politically about voting and all that, and not a lot of people are gonna agree with what you believe in, but hey, it's a free country. Everyone's got a right to vote for who they want to vote for. So yeah, she was basically explaining the problems with the system and all that, with the government and all that. but I don't want to go into too much discussion about that. But Use My Voice was the least favorite of mine. It sorry, my voice got scratchy for a moment. Uh Use My Voice was not a bad song. Drum work was great, guitar work was pretty fantastic. It's just Amy Lee singing it. I don't know if I like it that much. Uh it just felt like a least favorite of mine. But Far From Heaven was really nice. It was about 5 minutes long, but it was very enjoyable. Part of Me and Take Cover are my personal favorite songs, but Blind Belief, the final track, really ends the album very well. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole album. It's like 47 minutes of a runtime, but it is enjoyable. Overall, I think Evanescence's Bitter Truth album, The Bitter Truth, was an awesome album. I highly recommend you listen to it if you haven't heard it. In my opinion, I think it's good, but hey, to each his own. Some people will like it, some people will think, oh, it's got problems. But no, it's just two songs that were my least favorites, which was Wasted on You and Use My Voice. Everything else did very good. So 10 out of 12 songs I'm gonna praise because I really enjoyed them. So good job on this album, Evanescence. You did a pretty good job. And I did pre-order their album Monday, and I'm gonna be getting it next week sometime. So yeah. For a score, I'm gonna give Evanescence The Bitter Truth an 8.5 out of 10. This was a pretty good album, and I highly recommend you check it out, like I said. Sorry that I keep moving the camera a bit. I tend to do that sometimes. But yeah, there was a few songs I wasn't sure if I could get behind with mostly the Wasted on You track. Use My Voice was alright, but it wasn't fantastic. But it could have done a bit better. I don't know, I think the piano work, sorry, I was burping for a second, was alright, but still, and I keep moving the camera, I'm just like, why do I keep doing that? But I'm just getting a little frustrated with myself right now. But definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Evanescence album, The Bitter Truth, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review I made for you guys this morning, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will be returning to you for another album review, which will be for Carrie Underwood, My Savior. And then I think that's going to be it for the first quarter of album reviews. Because I don't see anything else coming out till like next Friday, which will be for Demi Lovato's new album. And I just got a message from my messenger for a moment. So I'm going to check that in just a few minutes. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this album review. I know there's some people that are telling me to quit YouTube and all that, so I'm like, nah. I'm like, I've been doing this for a couple years. I'm already almost to 300 subs, so if you don't like my channel, just unsubscribe. And don't have anything to do with me anymore. That's pretty much it. Just avoid my channel and don't even come back. But if you're going to keep harassing them, we're going to have a problem. Yeah. But I hope you did enjoy this album review. Sorry that I went into a deep discussion about my video I did 2 nights ago with the exposing some assholes thing. I just had to talk about it because it needed to be talked about. Because I've been dealing with it for months, and it was not going anywhere except downhill for me or whatever. So I was doing it to myself. But definitely stay safe. Take care. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I don't know if I'm going to be doing another video today or tomorrow. I'm going to try to do the Carrie Underwood album review when I'm able to find it, but I'll let you know what happens with that. And I'll definitely see you in my next video.